What's up? How many full odds shinies have you got so far in Pokemon Shield? 1, 3, 7? Pretty good. Oh. Well, you gotta have at least one. So I got done super early again today, and then they asked me to go and cover somebody else. So technically I did 2 people's jobs today. For the price of 1. What a deal. People are getting sick around these parts. Hopefully I don't get sick. I think my kid was sick and I was feeling a little bit of like a illness coming on, so I had some airborne to try to fight it off. I thought you said adorable at first. I had to read it twice, and I was like, okay, adaptable. All right. Getting lucky in what way? Just like accidentally getting grass flicker ones and they happen to be Lotads? Shiny Lotad, in my opinion, is much better than a Nickit, but I'm also, you know, I don't try and build my teams around beating the game because the games are already pretty easy to beat. So I just like to get the ones that are cool. And technically Gyarados is more cool than Lantern, but hey, what can you do? Lantern's also pretty good. And I've never had a shiny Chinchou or Lantern in any game, I don't think. It does. It doesn't have the best move pool and stats, but its typing, from my understanding, makes up for it. But it's never really been like super competitive. But I've liked it since the early games, since I've always liked Tri-Evolution dual-type Pokemon. And primarily Pseudo-Legendaries. Pseudo-Legendaries are my favorite. I've hunted every Pseudo-Legendary in this game, and some of them twice. The other day I was doing Dino encounters just because I was bored. Didn't feel like swapping game cartridges. Even though I think I've already hatched it shiny and hunted in the wild shiny. Dino, the one that is the first evolutionary form of Hydreigon. The emo Pokemon with its hair and its eyes kind of looks like a Muppet. I think that all the pseudo-legendaries are good Pokemon except for Goodra. I think Goodra is okay. The rest of them are pretty beast. And I still like Goodra, but I just don't like the fact that it's not a dual type. And that it also is weird and slimy. I don't know, I just think it's a strange design choice. To make like a slimy, questionable Pokemon. I'm telling you, it's got to break you first. You got to basically forget that it was ever possible, and then it'll all of a sudden happen. But if you sit there being like, this time, this time, this time, this time, it'll just never happen. But if you just get in the rhythm of it, where you're just like, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, and then it'll show up. Hence why I was like, the next 6 years, and then it showed up. Because it was like, alright, he's committed to doing this for 6 years. Let's do it now. Very much like a job, yes. Because it is a job. But the perks are better than most. I don't know, it's just a full odds sword and shield. I mean, less than a year, probably. I went after Shiny Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures, which is the hardest one to get. And it took me like 6 months. 'Twas difficult. And I was able to optimize it pretty efficiently by the end. And I've had a few hunts going on for multiple years, but I take breaks on them, so it doesn't really count as doing it for years. It's just, you know, they've been put on hold and brought back up many times. It never went away. Rookidee is an eternal. Can't be escaped. Basculin! My boy Basculin. But 2 Basculins in a row? What are the odds? Yeah, its first form shiny isn't great, but its final evolution shiny is pretty good. Wishy wowshy! Most Pokemon have a pretty bad first form shiny. And it's by design because the Pokemon Company wants you to want to evolve it. It would have been cool. I wouldn't mind a good old wishy-washy. Especially with the weird, like, horrified look it always has on his face. It's always like, oh! Like the whole world is just terrifying it. And that's why I like, must call back up. Transform into Megazord fish. So when you get there, you're gonna do the Motostoke Gym shiny hunt. You'll have your choice between Vulpix, Litwick, and Sizzlipede. I also recommend shiny Impidimp in the Glimwood Tangle. You get to flick the mushrooms and a little nakey pink guy runs over. And eventually he'll be blue. He's actually one of the best shinies in the game. If you look up shiny Impidimp, one of the best base form shinies, maybe ever. Dude, I swear my shoulder's been hurting off and on pretty consistently. And Grimmsnarl's shiny's pretty good too. And so is Morgrum's. All 3 of the evolutionary line have pretty good shiny. Green in your opinion? I don't think that's the way it works. You can't just have an opinion on a color. And I guess you can, but it's usually called racism. Oh, it's not green, it's blue. It's like a light blue. Unless you're colorblind. Maybe it's green for you. Ooh, brilliant. Oh, I almost accidentally reeled it in as soon as I cast it. That made me scared. It's 100% not green. In no world is it green. I'm green? I mean, I'm not feeling sick at the moment, but that could change. But I am blue. Abadi abada. Abadi abada, abadi abada. Blew his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. Oh, I'm colorblind? Yes. I don't see race. I judge everyone by their character and their soul. There you go. You KO'd 500, then you have a slight increased chance on that one particular spot. Get hype. Hype, 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 hype. Sword and shield. I'll take a shiny, please and thank you. I heard something weird. How dare you? You can't fight progress. I will get what I desire. Because I won't give up. My brain went into a fog there. I think I was half asleep and probably mentally challenged, and then I caught back up. The world at hand. Correct. None. Not even a little bit. Yep. Not even a little bit of shiny. Not even kinda shiny. I did a little bit of a Rotom encounters yesterday, just kind of chilling. Did not get another shiny. Gotta get that Recluse marked one. Gotta happen. 'Tis a large goal of mine. And I know I'll probably never get a Wild Star Sparkle shiny. But that's what I want the most. I almost missed that reel. I was in a daze. Would have been shiny if I missed it. Well, you would have been frozen then because I dozed off for a second there. I'm going to need to consume crack cocaine. Cause I'm a snoozy Susie. If I get a shiny though, it'll give me that hype, you know what I mean? It'll give that adrenaline. It'll boost me up for another 5-hour stream. Need it. Need it. The only way to avoid drugs. You hear me? Pokemon Company? Saved my life. This is called blackmail. That's right. I was dozing at that one too. This coffee's not doing the trick. I shouldn't have worked 11 hours. What can you do? Sometimes you gotta work 11 hours. I have music in between my casts and stuff. I don't put music on because it gets my videos copyright struck on my YouTube stream, which is lame. I could put on copyright free stuff, but yeah. Was that Chappell-Roan or whatever? I don't know either. I'm getting too old. I just have to listen to like classic rock or something, even though I don't like that. Wishy-washy! For me, classic rock is like Slipknot. It's a band that you probably wouldn't like. Nu metal. They're all the guys in jumpsuits that wear scary masks, and there's like 9 members in the band, including a DJ and like 3 percussionists. They had a few mainstream hits, but that was a long time ago. In like the early 2000s, late 90s. Might be a good idea. If you look up the Pokemon on Cerebi, it'll tell you what its odds are to spawn in each different route, so then you can go to the route with the highest chance of a Nickit spawning. I guess you deserve to have to try harder. Oh man. Well, that's not even close to full odds. Can't complain yet. Have to go over odds before you can really cry. Oh, I reeled in too early because I dozed off and then woke up with a jerk. Well, there you go, boom. The next one just came basically immediate. Underdrops? That's a weird phrase. Underdrops my tier. Sounds like an emo band or something. Or an emo DJ, is that a thing? Instead of scratching the record, he cuts it. Oh. That's weird. I have a belief that everybody has a cry song. Song that makes them feel emotional. And if you don't, then you haven't found it yet. Whew. I just have one more day of work, then I can have a couple days off with Theodora. Yeah, a lot of the Route 1 shinies are pretty good. The Black Sheep Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Me and him will try to hang out and enjoy the sun if he's feeling better. He's not been feeling the best lately. I think he might have an actual cold and not just allergies. Maybe the allergies are playing a part too, but I have been hearing about people having colds, and hopefully I don't get one. So I want to go out and enjoy the sunshine with him. It's only a couple weeks now before my vacation in Arizona. Going back to my hometown to visit my family and stuff. Theo thinks he's going to die from the desert heat. But I told him, you'll be fine. I recall it being pretty hot. It gets up to over 100 pretty regularly. Cause you got a shiny? Congratulations! I'm gonna get a shiny Chinchou. If I can just stop falling asleep and lock in. That's always what people say now, like, if you're not getting good luck, you just have to lock in. They're like, you're not locking in! Lock in. I still haven't figured out how you lock in. That's probably why I flew out of that roller coaster. I don't know what that means, but I disagree with it. Oh, I missed it because I fell asleep. No, another shiny. Another shiny. Oh yeah, slapping me awake. It would have been helpful since I just missed another shiny. I think that's 4 of them now. 4 shinies I never reeled in. It's adding up. It's adding up. The graveyard of lost shinies. Better not be writing on my face, though. Like we're in some kind of, like, frat party. Dang it, I missed it again? I heard it, and I hit the reel. Alright, I need to wake the heck up. How did I miss it? I heard it, I hit the button. My brain's running on fumes right now. I don't want to crack into another Rockstar because I'll probably die of dehydration and AIDS. I guess, maybe. Not a puddle, though, it's bubbles. There aren't puddles in bodies of water. It don't make sense. I'm gonna go talk to the developers and be like, what do you call this? And they go, oh, that's bubbles. And then I will send over that clip to you with a picture of a middle finger. I mean, do your thing, I guess. I like those people that call them lieberries and strawberries. Strar! I like strawberries. Lieberries. I need to rise, and they need to shine. I rise, they shine. A real dog? Because that's a kind of food. We don't eat dogs around these parts. You could try. As I keep falling asleep, it wouldn't be too difficult. I have woken up to multiple shinies though in my time. Fall asleep in my rocking chair like an old man, wake up and be like, "What the? Is that a shiny Whimsicott? Well, I'll be. That is a shiny Whimsicott." It's not that kind of show, alright? You ain't got no superpowers. I thought I missed that one for a second. Hence why it wasn't a shiny, because I didn't miss it. What I need to do is convince the game that I'm going to miss it and then get it last second so that it makes it a shiny. Thinking I was going to miss it. That's how we abuse the system. It is fairly cute, but just keep in mind that Hop uses it and everybody hates Hop. So, how good can it be, really? Another brilliant spot. Brilliant. Fishy, fishy. Why do people hate Hop? Because he's annoying. He whines all the time about not being a good fighter or whatever, and then, yeah, people don't like whiny people. And his hairstyle is pretty stupid looking. And he does lots of little weird poses and stuff all the time. It's the same reason why kids get bullied. Something about them makes them a target. My hand just got weird and crampy. I think I'm dying of a blood clot. Oh well. Yeah, it used to happen a lot when I would play Pokemon on the Game Boy. All of these fingers would fall asleep. I'd have to hit them on my legs to get the feeling to come back to them. But that was back when I thought that alternating between A and B as rapidly as I possibly could helped catch the Pokemon. It didn't, but I did it for a long time, assuming that it worked. And anytime I caught something, I felt like I actually physically fought with it and caught it. I think its final forms are supposed to be crows, but I'm not sure about the first one. Doesn't much look like it in its first form. Nice. You gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese? Pretty quality. They got pizza and games. Though they got rid of the animatronics, so it's not as cool as it once was. Now they just have like a television screen. I don't know. Just thought it'd be a funny thing to say, regardless of your age. For my birthday, every year, there's fireworks. That's right. I'm like a prince. Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababwa. I was the, what they called Aladdin when he was a fake prince in the movie. I had a good feeling about that spawn. I don't know why. It didn't pan out to be nothing, but I had a good feeling about it. You can. Remember, you can get a shiny charm. Makes it a lot easier, but it will defeat the purpose of a shiny-only playthrough. But for your first hunt being a full odds hunt, it's kind of brutal in this game. It's doable in Scarlet and Violet, but in this game, it's pretty rough. You gotta really be committed to the cause. And completing the decks in this game isn't too tough. I think it's 400 Pokemon, and there are some version exclusives and that stuff, but it's not too tough. Oh, alright. Have fun at Chuck E. Cheese. I'll see you next time. Pretty soon, I shall get a shiny. I can just feel it. I feel it in my bones. Enough to make my system roam. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age. And it will be a shiny Chinchou. Wow, 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 wow. I have a good feeling about it. That's not the right Pokemon. Now that ain't it. That ain't it. Come on, game. It's only a matter of time before I get the shiny I'd like. Boom, boom, boom. Biggie, biggie, boom, boom. Dozed off for a second there. Oh my goodness. Don't get old, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the best. I lost my 2 viewers on Rumble due to falling asleep like a weirdo. How else am I supposed to become a cult leader? I almost missed that one. It was by the skin of my teeth that I reeled it in. Reel. I think after this I'm gonna bathe and maybe watch a little television. Try to avoid falling asleep too early. I gotta see when I gotta start work tomorrow. I ain't never worked in this place before. I gotta figure it out. Since I keep dozing off, my time seems to be ticking by really slowly. It's weird. Maybe I'm getting little power naps in. I get my rest 1 minute at a time. That's the key to my success. If you want to learn, then purchase my book, Narcoleptics 101. How to turn yourself into a narcoleptic for profit. Whew. Gotta get that shiny. I need the adrenaline, the endorphins. Come on, game. Hook it up for a brother. I wanna feel the excitement and exhilaration. I'm gonna play a song because I've been wanting to listen to it. Beta! Beta! Beta hemolytic! Beta! Micro! Microscope now! Staff! 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 Arius, Arius, staff! 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 Arius, Arius, staff! 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 Arius, Arius, staff! Open! Open! Open wound! Toxic! 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 Oh, the card with endocarditis. Gotta seize it. Gotta seize it. Boy reeks a bone with endocarditis. Staff! 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 Arius, Arius, 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 Arius. Alright, we did our song for good luck, now it's time to get a shiny. I know, it's weird. Does it make sense? Not really. Does it make dollars? Yes. In fact, it does. With osteomyelitis, you gotta treat it. You gotta treat it before it hits the heart with endocarditis. Staff! Staff! Arius, Arius, staff! 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 Arius, Arius. Wishy-washy! You don't see those every day. My boy wishy-washy. He wishy and he washing. He's splishing and he's splashing, taking on a bath. Alright, we're going to start wrapping up the stream. The next spawn that we get that is not a Chinchou or Arrokuda will be the end of the stream. And if history has served us, it is often Basculin. It's biggity 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 Basculin. Biggity 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 Basculin. They call me Biggity Basculin. Before it hits the heart with endocarditis. With osteomyelitis. I gotta treat it. You gotta treat it. It happens to the best of us. We're wrapping up the stream though, and I'm about to go get a new chair. And by new, I mean used for free off of Facebook Marketplace. But it's supposed to be like ergonomic and adjustable and stuff, so it should be good for my old decrepit back. And Theo probably won't like it, but I don't care because it's better than the stool I've been using. It's in pretty good condition, hence why I'm picking it up. Because there's a lot of people that have been giving other chairs away for free, but like they'll be all super chewed up and nasty. And free is free, but you know, if you can be picky with free, you might as well. Yeah, the people giving away gaming chairs, but then they're all chewed up. Hence why they're giving them away for free rather than trying to sell them. I don't really care if it's a gaming chair. Want a little bit of lumbar support and such. I'm just waiting for her to reply, but either way though, once we get something that is not Chin Chow or Aracuda, we'll wrap the stream up. I have zero idea what that means. The chair is over the animals? You mean like animals chewing it up? No, I mean like most of the time with those armrests, it comes from people fidgeting with them. They'll start to fray, and then people that will just fidget with it and chip. My kids did it with like all the chairs I've ever given them. I stopped buying my kids chairs because they always destroy them. So I just pick up free chairs off the side of the street, knowing that they'll destroy them, and they do stuff like that. Like once the armrest starts to like fray, they'll dig their fingers in it and pull the stuffing out and pick, and it's just fidgety stuff. Happened with all my kids. One of them really liked to lean really far back in his chair, like basically lay underneath his computer desk, and he legit peeled the actual metal off of the base of the chair, He like peeled it fully off, so it just came detached from the wheels from leaning so far back in it all the time. He was also a fairly large dude. He was like a 200-pound plus teenager. There's only so much strain that chair can take, where it opens up like a can of sardines. The lady hasn't gotten back to me yet though, but she should send me her address, and then I'll zip over, grab up the chair, bring it back, sit in it, and then go, this feels satisfying. And then I'll show Theo tomorrow, and he'll go, I don't like it, and I'll go, I don't care. There it is! It's always Basculin to end the stream. Not always, but most of the time it's Basculin to end the stream. Hello! We didn't get the shiny today, but what we did get was a lot of great memories of doing the same thing over and over that we won't remember, hence they won't actually be memories at all. But next time, we'll get the shiny. Alright? Mark my words, alright? I'll see you then! Until next time, hug your moms or something, everybody. They deserve it.